ever tried counting petals of flower blossom around your community?
Have you ever wondered why bees make such good shape and structure?
Do you admire architectural designs, the design's motif, or the texture intricate patterns?
Was there ever a time that you're amazed and express appreciation in our surroundings, especially in our nature? If not, welcome to our presentation.
Objectives. At the end of the presentation, you are expected to describe the types of natural patterns. Distinguish the other types of patterns from another and analyze logic and number patterns.
Symmetry. Symmetry means that one shape becomes exactly like another when you move it in some ways like turn, flip, or slide. Also, the object should be the same in shape and size so that the object is balanced and proportionate similarity. The second one is the fractals or trees. Fractals are mathematical constructions characterized by self-similarity. It is a pattern that laws of nature repeat at different shapes and scales. Examples of this are trees, because trees are natural fractals, the pattern that repeats smaller and smaller copies of themselves, and a basic principle that we see in the fractal structures are trees.
Third is spirals. Spirals are curves that gradually wind in a central point and get wider as they go. So spirals mostly appear in nature like seashells and even in weather patterns like hurricanes. So the first one is chaos, flow, and meanders. So chaos refers to small changes that leads to big and has unpredictable results. So chaotic behavior can be observed in weather patterns, financial markets, and population dynamics. So the second one is flow. So flow represents continuous change or movement associated with fluids or transformation like water flow in the river and changing temperatures over time. So the last one is meanders. So meanders is a winding bend in the river that is studied to understand river dynamics, predict flood, and manage rivers.
Waves are the storms that carry energy as they move. When winds blow over a large body of sand, they create domes. Domes may form a range of patterns including crescent, very long straight lines, star, domes, parabola, and longitudinal or sword shape. Bubble foam. A soft bubble form a sphere. Two bubbles together form a more complex shape. The outer surface of both bubbles are spherical. These surfaces are joined by a third spherical surface as the smaller bubble bulges slightly into a large one. A foam is a mass of bubbles.
Tessellation. Tessellation is an example of repeating patterns wherein shape is fit together in a way that they leave no space in between. The tessellation has two types, and these are the regular tessellation and the semi-regular tessellation. The only difference between these two types of tessellation is that the regular tessellation requires one type of polygon, while the semi-regular tessellation requires two or more types of polygon. Cracks are anywhere to be seen, whether in a house, in our roads, in our rice fields, or in the glass. Now, these cracks form when a material undergoes stress, and this is the way a material relieves its stress. Now, why this relieves stress? instead of all the stress being concentrated on one area. The presence of cracks allows the stress to be spread out over a larger surface area, and this helps the overall stability of a material.
Spots and stripes are visual patterns and commonly found in the various contexts. So what is spots? Spots is a circular rounded markings that stand out the surroundings area. So I will give you some of the example of the animals have spots in their body. So one is leopard. So this is the leopard, and the spots is also, we can also call polka dots. So are the spots of the ladybugs. So next is stripes. So what is stripes? The stripes is a long narrow line of band and characterized by length of the parallel arrangement. So example of the stripes is the zebra stripes or the t-shirt stripes are the markings of the tiger. This pattern are observed the nature, fashion, arts, and contributing diversity and aesthetic appeal of visual elements. So as we can see, the spots of the stripes of the body of the animals can also symbolize camouflage, because that is also their protection from the predators.
Have you ever wondered why airplane wings and eagle wings are very similar, and how humans replicate these to meet their needs? Well, the best term to define that is biomimicry. The first one is the airplane wings. The design of airplane wings is inspired by the structure of bird wings. By studying the shape and movement of the birds, engineers have developed more efficient and aerodynamic wings designs for airplanes, resulting in improved fuel efficiency and performance. Solar panels. The design of solar panels is inspired by photosynthesis in plants, like plants convert sunlight into energy. Solar panels capture sunlight and convert it into electricity using photovoltaic cells, mimicking nature's efficient energy conversion process. For this question, you may notice that there are 3 or 4 items inside the squares. Ask yourself first if it is important. On closer look, you may also find that the largest shape is gray while the bottom shape is black. Since in C, the bottom shape is a combination of white and blue, C is the odd one. The other type of the logical pattern is word analogies. Word analogies are important for cognitive development as they enhance critical thinking skills by requiring individuals to identify relationships between words and apply logical reasoning to solve problems. Here I have a 3 question. A train is the tracks, car as to blank. Identify what's the relationship between the train and tracks. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the answer for this is train is to tracks as to car is to roads. The relationship between train and tracks is that trains travel on tracks to move along and stay on course, similar to how cars travel on roads for transportation. The second question for a word analogy is this. Tree as to bark, as human is to blank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tree is to bark as human as to skin. Just as tree bark serves as a protective outer layer for trees, human skin acts as a barrier to protect the body from an external elements and regulate temperature. And the last question for the word analogy is this. Blank is to author as painting is to artist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Similar to how books are created by authors, the answer for this question is books. Paintings are crafted by artists who use their creativity and skill to produce work of art. That's all. Thank you.